To tell me more about this and to talk about it, I'm joined by a colleague at Wesley Mission, Cory. Cory, it's a delight to welcome you. How long have you been a part of the Wesley Mission team now?
I joined in 2008, at the end of 2008, so it's been over 10 years.
And people will already be able to tell from your accent. You're not from Queensland, are you, originally?
Right.
Your family were from...
Yeah, I grew up in the United States, in the state of Michigan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you responded to not the advert, but the call to work at Wesley Mission.
Yeah, I had a friend who, well, I was actually in Wesley Institute, which was then part of Wesley Mission, and my lecturer suggested that I speak at a camp that was being held for the youth in the International Congregation. And so I got in touch, and I was the camp speaker for that year, and that was all the way back in 2006. But that started a connection and a friendship with a couple of the ministers within Wesley, and so yeah, I had friendships, and so I knew what was being offered and available,
So what's your role in the team then? What is it you do?
So right now I'm the lead pastor for our ride service within the International Congregation. So that sounds a bit of a mouthful, but it means that we run church in a school hall. And our kids are in some of the classrooms. They have a children's time, Kingdom Kids, and then we are in the school hall. And yeah, we have about 200 people on a Sunday, including the children, and it's a great place to be.
What's a normal week look like for you?
So for me, I think I often start backwards in answering this one. So on Friday nights and Thursday nights, I often have evening meetings. So I'll join a life group, and I'll join the youth in what they're doing. I'll have planning meetings for what's coming up. We've got a church camp coming up in May, so there's a lot of things that we're looking forward to. And on Wednesday, there's a lot of pastoral care kind of stuff that often needs to be followed up, or people who might need a visit. And Tuesdays are basically the day to really debrief the weekend and look forward to what's coming up. So there's a few meetings in there, and there's always some connection with our other people within Wesley Mission on Tuesdays. So that's kind of set aside for that. And Mondays is a day off because Sunday is our biggest day. So Sunday I'm up the earliest, and everything's geared to Sundays.
How important is Holy Week in the Christian calendar?
Oh, I think it's probably the most important week. Yeah, it's the week where we remember the sacrifice of Jesus. For me, I always remember on Palm Sunday when the crowds welcomed Jesus. We think about that as a triumphal thing, but there was an element of people thinking that Jesus was coming to get on board with what they wanted Jesus to do. And Jesus was coming to usher in a kingdom where he was calling us to get on board with what he was doing. And so I think that motif that runs throughout Holy Week of Jesus calling us to join him in his work and in his kingdom and in what he is doing in our world is a really
So today's Palm
thing.
Sunday. Lead us through the week. What's happening during this week?
So Palm Sunday, we have a celebration at 3:30 in Circular Quay, in the public space. And we do a procession up toward the Opera House. And we come back under the Cahill Expressway. And this year we're doing something different. We always try and do things differently, understanding that the culture around us is shifting and changing. It used to be you could preach a sermon and gather a crowd, and now we find that if we offer something that is unique and different, then people turn ahead and might come and be part of it. And so we are having our multicultural congregations presenting kind of acoustic music. So a lot of drums, and we're still sourcing those drums. Are we going to use the pails that you see the street drummers play on?
Yeah, sure.
Or we might use big kettle ones too. So,
And then during the week, what else is happening?
Yeah, so then during the week, we have the Easter lunch and the Easter breakfast. And then on Good Friday, we have at 1:30 in Martin Place, another event where we're in the public space and we're just proclaiming what Jesus has done for us. Sure. And that's going to be through drama and music. And it's going to be something that we just want to present to the city.
And then it comes together on Easter Day at that lovely time of the day, doesn't it?
Yeah, bright and early, right? When the sun rises, the sun rises.
Yeah, sure.
So on Easter Sunday, we always have our youth there to help with the hot cross buns, and at the Opera House. And the Opera House service is a really big part of that. But we also have our other Sunday services on Easter Day as well.
So, Cory, it's good to talk to you. You'll be involved in all those things, so people can look out for you if they want to come along and say hello to you and say hi to you. Thank you for coming along, and I look forward to what this week has got ahead for all of us.